episode of Quit Stalling is brought to you by Jinx.com. To get 10% off of your entire shopping cart, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Did you like that Disney-esque Hearthstone cinematic, so you want a shirt? Want to show your best friend that you'll gladly support their supersonic acrobatic rocket power battle car soccer addiction? Head on over to Jinx.com and shop from a wide variety of gamer and geek swag. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 to save 10% off of your checkout. Welcome everyone to Quit Stalling's podcast. I am Herald Silvestre, broadcasting live from the Quit Stalling podcast studio, and yes, that is my real name. That is not a screen name, although it is on your screen right now. I think the music is a little loud. All right. So, yeah, we got a great show for you guys today. And, you know, with me, as he is on every Quit Stalling podcast, the man, the myth, making his 14th consecutive appearance on the show, the legend, no relation to Zoe, Juancho Saldana. How you doing, Juancho?
I really like that. That's my intro now. But, you know, I'm a little disappointed in you, Harold. You didn't have, like, this little quip at the start. Normally you have to say something, like, all punny. Like, I don't know, since Thor, we're in the show where we bring down the hammer or something like that. I missed it.
Since you are asking, Juancho, welcome everyone to the show that adds explosions to every scene in this movie. This is our excuse to geek out and add lens flares to a podcast. I'm talking to you, Juancho. Dude, it's like I'm watching a J.J. Abrams film, just looking at your camera. It's awesome.
Let me just move the angle a bit and go like, ooh.
And then it's gonna be like we're in space.
Woo! I know.
Woo! Dude, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. We got a lot to talk about today, but I don't want to shortchange you, man. What have you been up to since the last show?
What's up? So something I noticed too. I'm wearing this same shirt in the intro, so just so you know, I actually do change my clothes. Just in case you don't tune in properly, you know, this is your first show. I do change my clothes.
Or we just recorded the intro like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's true. So this week, it's been playing a lot of Overwatch. Not with you, because you've been playing something else.
Oh.
I've been playing Overwatch, which is we've hit a little bump on the road. We're not exactly going up, but it's still fun, you know. We're still having fun, losing together. If you were with us, you'd be losing with us. So I wish you were there.
Or I'd be helping us lose even more, you know.
I mean, and then I actually tried playing Hearthstone this week too, just because I was bored in the car like this one day. So I went into Hearthstone, and I realized I had 17 packs I could open. And
sweet! Why? Why do you have 17 packs?
No.
From the expansions?
It's all the first ones, and then 3 Frozen Lich King ones.
Okay, wow.
So I started playing, and I'm doing the rank sometimes too now. I won
that's
one
awesome,
game,
dude.
which is pretty good. Lost one, then I stopped. I'm trying to do the Lich King scenario, which is freaking hard. So I'm having fun with that. I'm just like a Blizzard fanboy right now.
Awesome. Yeah, dude. That's kind of what these podcasts end up being. Like Game Bite tomorrow is pretty much all Blizzard. Like I just got the virtual ticket for BlizzCon. I'm super psyched for that.
Oh really? What do you get with the virtual ticket? Like just the skins and stuff, or?
So the virtual ticket, of course, you get access to BlizzCon when it goes live and on demand for up to like 2 or 3 weeks after the event. But you also get, like you mentioned, in-game rewards. So for Overwatch, you get a BlizzCon Winston skin. Yeah,
that's crazy.
For Hearthstone, I think you get a card back this year. No. Yeah, I think you get a card back. For Diablo, you get a little pet. For Heroes of the Storm, I am blanking on Heroes of the Storm. I think you get a mount and an icon.
Oh yeah, it's a mount.
Yeah, and an icon and like a banner or a spray. And then for World of Warcraft, you get mounts. You get flying mounts. One for the Alliance and one for the Horde. So it's really awesome. And I think StarCraft, you get like skins for your units. That's not a euphemism. People watching at home, you dirty, dirty people. And
I didn't even think of that. Jeez.
Yeah, Juancho, come on. Oh no, I think Hearthstone's bonus is to be announced. So I think they're still working on that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome. I'm super psyched for BlizzCon. Not that I'm going, but I always love watching the panels. And this year they're showing every single panel. You know, you get the voice actor stage, you get everything from the main announcements to the esports to the little panels on the side. So I'm super psyched.
I could already tell what Overwatch is going to be talking about. It's going to be the Overwatch League. That's all they've been doing so far.
And World Cup, actually. The World Cup is happening at BlizzCon, so that's going to be super awesome. And yeah, like real quick, like one of my heroes, Pat Crane, from Convert to Raid, is going to be on a live podcast with my other hero, Scott Johnson. And they're gonna be on stage doing the podcast live at BlizzCon, so it's gonna be awesome. Like, my two favorite Warcraft podcasters together, so it's gonna be great. And I got to talk to Pat over on Friday when we were playing World of Warcraft and hanging out. And yeah, super awesome. If you guys want to check that out, head on over to twitch.tv/HeraldPlays. Shameless plug. So thanks for asking, Juancho. Yeah, I've had a great week. Like I said, I did get the virtual ticket. No, I cut you off there. What else have you been up to, dude?
No, that's it. I was actually about to transition to asking about your week. So.
Oh, you're so sweet, man. Yeah, so I've been knuckling down. You know, I've been knuckling down, getting some work done. I've been failing quite a bit at being on time at things, but
like the show.
Hey, man, I was on time.
We are on time. Right. I don't know why we're 10 minutes late.
It's because we banter, Juancho. We banter during the pre-show. We get carried away. We miss each other too much.
3 hours early. Just thinking of that.
We're 3 hours early, and like I said, I do really want to thank everyone who's turned up, like Sandy Domingo, who's in the chat, Francis, April. Like, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this early. I know some of you have work. I know some of you are probably at work or have work to do or in school. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got some giveaways for you today for tuning in so early. And we really appreciate you guys being here. But yeah, I had a crazy week in World of Warcraft. Videos on my YouTube channel coming up, youtube.com/Herald Plays. Now, just type in Herald Plays on YouTube and you'll they're going to be going up starting tomorrow. Yeah, so and then this weekend, actually, I will be at the Esports and Gaming Summit. Thanks to our friends over at Goliath Concepts. So they're the ones running ESGS. They're the ones who run ESGS, and I encourage you guys to head on over to SMX Convention Center at Mall of Asia. Me and one of my co-hosts for GameBite, Mick de Guzman, will be there, and we'll be at the Indie Arena. That's where you see all the independent game developers. You could try out their games, shake some hands, and ask them what inspired them to make games and stuff. All that good stuff. We'll be at that part in the arena, and we'll be interviewing those guys and finding out more about their games. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be live streaming it as well if you can't make it. So yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Francis is going to be there.
Dude, I just quick shout out to Francis. He made me laugh because he's like, "Oh, I can't win because I have an organizer pass."
Yeah, he can't win any of the tickets we're giving away tomorrow on GameBite. So we're giving away 2 sets on GameBite for all 3 days, and then 2 sets on Herald Plays on my live stream at night. So we're gonna give away 4 sets of tickets for all 3 days. You guys gotta tune in for that.
The Geekcast, buddy. No.
Hey man, we're giving away so much already. We're giving away so much today.
Covered. For this episode, thanks to Sandy, I'm giving away some Pokemon codes if you're playing the Pokemon card game online, because I know he shared it like crazy in the Pokemon groups. Just to thank everyone for tuning in, and sorry for the spam. I'm giving away some codes later, so tune in for that.
It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, guys. It's going to be a great week, but today we're talking about the right here, the right now. We got a lot to talk about.
Speaking of the right here and right now, why don't you explain to the folks at home why we're starting at 3:30?
All right, so we're starting at 3:30 because it's Thor night, and I got great tickets, and Also, I gotta head out. I gotta head out for the 7:30 showing. So obviously we can't do a regular 6 p.m.
I want to talk about that real quick. I forgot to add it to the show notes, but yeah.
No,
honestly,
are you
hyped?
We will. I'm down for that. We're gonna do some very minor speculations. Oh, Sandy in the chat throwing away our very first code of the day, guys. Use that code. Juancho, tell them which game.
So it's for the Pokemon trading card game online. It's you literally just go to Pokemon.com. That's how you know it's legit. It's Pokemon.com. Then you can download the trading card game, and there it's kind of I think this might be either a promo card, which are really hard to come by, or a booster pack. So I don't know. You have to just put it in and tell me what it is. Tell me what you get. Thanks, Sandy, for posting right away.
Pokemon codes being given away on the show right now, guys. Hurry up, check it out. I'll be reposting it on all the channels right now, just in case people miss it, so everyone gets a chance to check it out.
If you have any more questions about like the Pokemon trading card game, you could just message me. Yeah, message me. I'll help you out. I'll direct you to a professor to get you started on your Pokemon journey. Message me here at Saldana Juancho, my Twitter down there. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna say more.
It is on mobile. It is on mobile. There's I believe there's an app on Android. I'm not sure about the iPhone, but there is one on the iPad. So. All right. So
sorry. I'm busy tweeting about the giveaway, so people know.
So yeah, again, just thank you, Sandy. I want to just start talking about Thor now, if that's okay, because I'm hyped. Right, I really, really want to watch it tonight. Hopefully, I get if there's any more seats.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you could find a cinema near you.
I was trying to buy tickets like yesterday, but there's none of those. Like the cinemas I want to watch in don't sell them early, so that's like a thing or a bad. Dude. I don't know. So.
Dude, yeah, go for it. Shout out to ExoTwist in the Twitch chat saying Thor comes out tonight. Thor comes out tonight here in the Philippines, where we live. So that's where we're gonna be watching it. We do not have exclusive Marvel tickets or anything. So, I wish we did. Marvel Studios. So, if you do have any hookups, ExoTwist, let me know, man. Let me know. Hook us up. No, Thor did not come out in May. I think that's what ExoTwist was pertaining to. Thor comes out
today.
I guess I'm pretty sure it's a worldwide release, isn't it?
Today? I'm not sure. Actually,
we'll figure it out. As the show goes on. But once again, thank you everyone for tuning in this early. It's like 12:30 midnight. 12:30 past midnight. In California, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot more international reach right now.
Yeah, actually, this is a better time for international viewers than.
Yeah. we should actually just change the time to the slot. All right.
No.
So we're gonna talk about Thor. All right. We're gonna brush in on some Thor. All right. So Juancho, what did you want to talk about Thor before we get to the news?
I don't know. I just want to talk about it. It's just I'm hyped. I've seen some early reviews. I didn't click on the reviews. Just like, when I go on Google, it's like the first headline thing. It's like, people are excited for it. So it's a good movie. It's a Marvel main cinematic universe movie, and you can't expect anything less. I just want to I'm just hyped for it. I'm thinking like where will this lead? I heard this is gonna be the first story in the whole Hulk side story. Have you heard about that?
Oh yeah.
Because
so
they
wait,
can't make.
Hold on, Juancho. Oh. Hold on, because this is pretty big. I don't wanna jump anyone. So
holy spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert, people! This part of the show is gonna have minor spoilers if you've been avoiding all those trailers with all the funny quips. Yeah. Juancho, man, we gotta be a little sensitive. You don't want Adrian coming back in and laying down the hammer on you, all right?
Isn't Hulk in the thing? He's on the poster, isn't he? Don't tell me you've been avoiding the poster.
Everything. You're not gonna know, man. You're not gonna know.
Anyway, so I'm just hyped for the Hulk being here, and I heard it's the startup of the whole Hulk side story because he can't have his own movie in the Marvel universe. So that what they're trying to do is having him have a side story in 3 movies. So there's a mini Hulk trilogy, from what I've heard.
Yeah, because so you're talking about the fact that Marvel still actually doesn't have 100% control of his movie rights, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. So that's mainly the reason why apparently we haven't been getting Hulk movies.
I just thought because they were bad.
Yeah, like you got the Eric Bana one, which was horrendous in my opinion. I mean, all credit to Eric Bana. He tried in that movie. That was like his big debut in Western films, for me actually, for us geeks. So Sandy dropping another code, man. Sandy just giving these codes away. I'm gonna start posting. The second Sandy does this, I'm gonna post it to all the chats so no one misses out. Yeah, so that's the crazy thing, right? Is you had the Eric Bana one that tanked. The Edward Norton one didn't do as well as they wanted, even though it followed.
I really liked it.
Robert Downey's Iron Man.
Edward
Norton.
Norton.
Yeah. Edward Norton was good.
Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah. It did lack the great villains that Marvel movies have been lacking. So I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason. Because who remembers the Abomination, right? Like that. I remember the Abomination because I read up on what the Abomination was. After the movie, because I was like, that's it. That's all we got. Like, come on.
We got a little hint of the brain guy. I don't really know the Hulk villains.
The brain guy. Okay.
Who is the brain guy?
Are we talking about Krang? Are we talking about Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That was Krang, right? Chat room? That was Krang. I'm pretty sure that was Krang. Francis in the chat says people got angry at the Hulk films. And Exo Twist says, full disclosure, I'm not a fan of Marvel anymore. I'm even less so for Thor. So hype me up.
Oh, wow.
I will
really?
be. I mean,
why is that? Do tell.
Yeah, tell us, Exo Twist. Why aren't you a fan of Marvel films anymore? Because I have loved them since they started coming up. And for those of you who don't know why we're giving away codes in the chat, those are for the Pokemon TCG. For those of you who just came in, those are for the Pokemon TCG online game.
Yes.
And our very kind friend Sandy is giving these codes away, and Juancho's got a couple as well, right, Juancho?
Yep. For later. I'm saving them.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna be giving away a bunch of codes today, so that's why you're seeing those in chat. Sandy just dropping the bombs, but yeah. So back to Thor. So yeah, that's why we're not getting new Hulk movies, and it's interesting that they're going this way. For me, Juancho, they're sneaking Hulk into other movies to kind of have like a mini trilogy. You're right. It's super interesting, and I'm hoping they turn out good because
I feel like they will.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the Hulk is a character that could lead his own movie. Anyway, because whenever he's on screen, technically he can't talk. So he needs like that one funny guy he has to be with, and Thor is perfect for that.
Yeah,
they have such good chemistry.
Exactly, based on what we've seen so far in the Marvel movies, and with Avengers, with Thor just punching Thor, with Hulk just punching Thor off screen, they do have great chemistry, and it's a huge tonal shift for the Thor movies. I mean, if you guys have seen the trailers, tonally it's quite different from what we got with the Dark World.
It's more like a Guardians movie now. I feel like they're gonna meet up with the Guardians. You think?
I mean, there have been rumors, right? There have been rumors. More spoilers, but yeah. So it's interesting, and in my opinion, I think if they do it right. Oh, sorry, the music got back to Cantina. If they do this right, I think it'll be for the better. I think Mark Ruffalo as an actor will increase the what am I thinking? Not the gravitas, the pedigree. There we go. Will increase the acting pedigree in the films that he goes on, and it's only for the better. Like having Black Widow show up in the Captain America movie style, like Winter Soldier, because she probably can't pull off her own show, unlike Captain Marvel would. Her own movie, I mean. Yeah, so it's interesting. What are your thoughts, man?
I just said my thoughts. I'm excited, and I'm hyped to see more Hulk stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
And hopefully we see Guardians. I want to see some Guardians in there. It's really hard to think how they could tie in Guardians of the Galaxy into the whole, the main story. But now that they show Thor looks like this, I could just totally see them just show up.
Chris Hemsworth's hair, by the way, I have to say, short this way with the beard looks. He looks the best he has ever looked in a Marvel film. Like drop your panties, Juancho. This is the Thor for 2017.
I honestly didn't notice any.
Really? He's got short hair, man. He's pretty cool.
I noticed he had short hair. I didn't notice he looked good. Okay.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. I think I like long hair better.
Oh, okay. To each their own. All right, real quick, let's dive into Exo Twist. I don't know, man. The MCU just seems like every movie is just another requirement for watching a movie that's promised in the future. Like, there was so much build-up for Ultron, it wasn't even that good. Civil War was way better. They still cost just as much. For instance, the last MCU movie I saw was Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Didn't like it. It was just too much. And, you know, he's saying it just everything feels like a setup. Which,
no, you know, I completely agree with him. I was literally just thinking of that before the show, and I was thinking of a way to, like, how to fix that. And I was thinking, you know, I want more movies. I want, like, stories like Spider-Man. It didn't set up anything, right? It's just there. It's its own movie. I was thinking, like, maybe Marvel should make a lot of side movies too and call them one-shots, like Marvel one-shots.
Well, we get Marvel one-shots in the home video release. That's how
I want, like, big screen stuff, you know?
Okay, yeah. No, but I get that. But two, they're the only franchise and the only sets of movies that do this. If they're not gonna do it and go through their comic book roots of, you know, we're always gonna be setting something up. Who else? Like, what franchise or what movie series would?
Everyone else is doing it now.
Well, that's not Marvel's fault. Like,
horror. There's like the horror universe. That's
Universal being poo.
There's sucks. A big monster universe, a kaiju monster kaiju universe. So
and again, that's a testament to how good Marvel's formula has been. And I could talk about it. I'm not trying to defend it. Exo Twist, you know. Again, this is your enjoyment that we're talking about, and I can't force you to like it. But for me, you know, if they're not going to be the ones to do it, especially as the pioneers, then they're going to be lacking some serious storytelling moments. You know, if they can't build up to another story in the side, like seeing Ulysses Claw over in was it Age of Ultron? Seeing Ulysses Claw in Age of Ultron setting up Black Panther, you know, that was pretty epic. And I think that might have been Civil War, but you know what I mean. Like, if they can't do that, then they're gonna lose a lot of the Easter eggy storytelling feel that people love. You know, like finding out that, oh my God, was that Adam Warlock in the eggshell behind what's his name, the Wonder Dog. Cosmo, what's his name? You know, like that kind of stuff. Like, if they can't do that, then we're seriously lacking story and things that we can enjoy. The layers there, that's what I'm saying. We're losing layers that we can enjoy in these films. Sandy says, Juancho will message you around 1 if I will see any Guardian in the movie. And Francis says, was making Hulk puns. Okay.
Alright, so we talked about that a lot, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So let's get on with the news, man. Let's actually start the show.
All right, let's get to the news. Here we go, guys. News time.
Well, yes. I see. Good news, everyone.
Good news. It's the news. And we got a lot of news today. All right, guys, we got so much news. Oh my God, Juancho, man, how do you feel about one Michael B. Bay?
I think he's very explosive as a person. You know, his personality has a huge bang, I think.
So here's the thing, folks at home. Michael Bay has been touted, according to the Hollywood Reporter, to be producing a Dora the Explorer live-action movie. So this is Michael Bay e Dora, and you know, according to the report from Hollywood Reporter, she's now going to be a teenager who moves to the city to live with her cousin Diego. And I don't know, man. Juancho, what are your thoughts on this?
That's weird. Have you ever seen the robot chicken skit?
I haven't seen the robot chicken one, but I have seen the College Humor one. If you guys haven't seen the College Humor video, it stars Modern Family's Ariel Winter, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like this. Oh, whoops, the volume is on. We're going to get copyright strike for that. Yeah, so the College Humor had this really funny take on the Dora the Explorer story and universe, I guess you could put it.
I remember that. Yeah, it felt like Indiana Jones-y.
Yes.
Yeah. That one looks interesting. The one from Robot Chicken is just Dora gets drunk on her quinceañera, and I think I just thought it was funny, and that's what I imagined when it's teenage Dora. When you mentioned that, that's what I thought of, and I just say I'm hyped to see what Dora's gonna look like, because Michael Bay is gonna pick someone hot, obviously. I mean, Megan Fox.
Yeah. Well, supposedly, this girl that I'm going to show on the video feed, if you guys are listening to the audio, I'm really sorry. But this girl, who was in the most recent Transformers film, is likely to be in the running for the role. And according to Wizard World, the folks who run the Wizard Cons and all that, so according to them, she might have been the inspiration for him to have the idea of a Dora the Explorer movie in the first place. Yeah, so
Speaks of the person.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this, because it's Michael Bay producing. He's not directing. The director is going to be Nicholas Stoller from Neighbors. That's Seth Rogen and the guy from High School Musical, Zac Efron. Like he directed that movie, and I realized that the music has died. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this, because if it's based on the merits of Michael Bay alone, this is gonna suck. This is not gonna be a fun film. It's gonna be popcorn, trying to rehash the Tomb Raider style of movies in the most cheesy way. Just going on Michael Bay, and it's gonna be unfair.
It's just Dora in name only. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
if it's Michael Bay.
Exactly, and it's unfair for me to judge it that way, because one,
it hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, and he's not even the one directing it. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on this, because it seems like a bad idea for me.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like a bad idea, but we're not directors. We're not movie people.
Exactly.
Who knows? Might work. I mean, like the College Humor one looked crazy awesome. Maybe just because I'm itching for an Indiana Jones movie.
Indeed.
But if this one's in the city, and maybe she's just lost in the city and she needs a map, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Google Maps. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. All right, moving on, guys. We got some other news in terms of the Marvel front. So we talked a little bit about the Marvel Cinematic Universe as it relates to Thor and the Hulk and all that jazz. But next year, Juancho, 2018, the year of our Lord 2018, we're getting the 10-year anniversary of Marvel Studios and the 10-year anniversary of Iron Man.
Wow. Is it 10 years already?
It has been 10 years since we were in high school and just freaking out about the fact that we're getting an Iron Man movie, dude. So Marvel Studios Guru Saj, Kevin Feige, teases their 10-year anniversary plans over. He teased them in an interview with Collider. And so here's the thing. Next year's lineup for the anniversary, for those of you who aren't familiar or have not really been paying attention to what movies they're going to be releasing, next year we're getting the Black Panther movie, which we got the trailer for last week. Mm-hmm. Avengers: The Infinity War, which is, everyone just waiting for that.
Yes.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp. Or as Jay would say, the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. So 3 movies of different caliber. We're getting those, and Infinity War is supposedly going to be released around the time of the anniversary, which I'm sure is no coincidence. I'm pretty sure that's no coincidence. So supposedly the movies they're releasing next year are gonna have themes and tones aside from the logo of the 10-year anniversary and it's interesting because he's teasing things like merchandise and all of that, some re-releases on home video, but he's not really saying much. But it gets me excited and it gets me wondering, like, 10 years of Marvel, man, what's that gonna look like? Like, they're not. He said they're not in the dark ages anymore, where like kind of like where Star Wars started back in I think '68, where low budget, you can't really do much with a low budget. You make some shirts, make some hats, but now they have budget, dude. They have the budget to like celebrate big, and
they're
I'm
Disney.
wondering what they're
Of course,
gonna
they have
do.
the budget.
They have the Disney money now. They have that Mickey. They got the Mickey Mouse cash, Juancho. They got the Mickey Mouse cash going. So I mean, it's interesting for me because I want to find out already what they're gonna be doing, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be some. I'm pretty sure they're not just gonna be like, all right, we're re-releasing some movies on Blu-ray and on iTunes, and we've also talked about the fact that Disney's launching their own digital platform to rival platforms such as Netflix.
Yep.
So, I mean, what are we getting, man? I want to know.
I'm thinking. I'm honestly like trying to think what it could be. I just keep thinking of a real Iron Man suit. I don't know, but no, I got nothing, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, and
It's
he even
like
says,
he says we're not in the dark ages anymore. It makes you. It's like, what is it? It has to be something grand,
Yeah, I mean, he said it's going to be more than t-shirts and caps, supposedly. So what?
Pants.
Are we going to get Marvel cars? Are we going to get Marvel smart cars from Tesla? Like,
we've gotten an Iron Man phone before, didn't we?
Oh yeah, they hyped
Really
that up, and
expensive.
it was like kind of an ordinary smartphone, but
It had Iron Man skin on it, and then you could wireless charge it and then the wireless
could you?
charger also had skin. Yeah. It was
Dude,
it was like
interesting.
one of the first, like when wireless charging just first started coming out, and then like I remember because I really wanted it, and then like the wireless chargers and arc reactor, which I thought was like hilarious and perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So,
awesome, dude.
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe just more. I want tech stuff from
Yes.
Marvel stuff. Because like I said, yeah, the phone was interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of toys for the kids. That's one thing I'm pretty sure we're gonna get.
Sandy just said he's getting home soon, and he's gonna have more codes. So
that's pretty much what we're here
watch
for.
out for that.
That's pretty much what we're here for. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Exotest was saying he likes the main series in terms of the main series. Oh, he says, but in terms of the main series, the only good sequel to stand alone was Civil War for the Marvel franchises. I mean, Civil War was great, man. I mean, a lot of people like the Winter Soldier, myself included. Yeah, there's a lot to love about Marvel, and again, we're not saying you have to like it, but we do. We definitely do. So yeah, let's move on. What else do we have? Oh, sorry, and to wrap up the whole Marvel stuff, Kevin Feige was even saying, no details for the MCU past 2020 yet. So, what is that? That's the Hulk movie. Sorry, I'm just playing random trailers for the 10-year anniversary of Marvel. But,
You chose this movie to play.
It's in a playlist. I'm just playing it. All right. So, no details for any movies past Phase 3, because they want to focus on getting Infinity War out, and then they can talk about. Oh no, they want to focus on getting the untitled Avengers film out. The one that was supposed to be Infinity War Part 2. They want to focus on getting that out on May 19th, and then they can publicly focus on their future, which is interesting. And it's getting really hot outside, so my lighting is changing on my face.
Sun is setting? I don't know. But what movie are you most hyped for next year?
Infinity War, man. It's got to be Infinity War, because I want to know where all these threads lead to. I'm
more excited for Ant-Man. Ant-Man is my favorite Marvel movie.
Really, the heist,
the tone of it,
superhero.
yeah, the heist. It's like it's its own thing, Hopefully they keep the theme, the feel of the old Ant-Man. I want another heist movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. It'd be great if they could like just step up their game a little bit in terms of like the storytelling. I would love that. Supposedly, I don't know if you've heard, Ant-Man and the Wasp is supposed to be starting. Rumor has it it's supposed to be starting with them on the run. Probably because they get broken out. Oh, well, probably because
that's
Paul
true.
Rudd's,
Because of the Civil War stuff.
Yes. So we'll see where that leads. And yeah, lastly, potentially, according to Kevin Feige, we're going to be getting more Doctor Strange. He says, certainly, we would love to tell more about the Strange story in a sequel. So, interesting. All right. Justice League, the movie, Juancho. Justice League,
Yes.
the movie's runtime has been altered. And not in a, we went back in time to save the world, altered.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be altered like that eventually.
I know, right? So before launching, especially thanks to the fact that Joss Whedon has taken over the mantle as director and film runner of the Justice League movie, runtime has gone down to 121 minutes.
What was it
Originally,
before?
originally the runtime was supposed to be 170 minutes, so they've cut down 50 whole minutes of content. Yeah,
The director's cut is going to be crazy then.
I know. Like, so, like I mentioned, Joss Whedon has taken over for Zack Snyder. That was kind of a bit of a public thing where Zack Snyder had to withdraw from the director's chair due to personal reasons, due to family reasons, and now that Joss Whedon has fully taken control, he's whittled things down to 121 minutes. This is after all the reshoots that we talked about a couple weeks back, and it's interesting to me. Is less more is pretty much what I'm wondering.
I want more.
You want more.
I want more. I don't want 2 hours. I want 2 hours plus. But who knows? I wonder what they cut off though. Probably a bunch of just exposition. You think?
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Because there's they're introducing a lot of characters, right? Maybe they thought they wouldn't need to introduce them. Like
we're getting like 3/6 of the Justice League introduced in this movie. We're getting half of the Justice League. We're getting League introduced into this movie. We've gotten Justice. We're getting League into this movie, and it's a significant amount of time. That's a lot of origin story that maybe we don't need. Maybe. Well, I mean, we don't
got the
even know
little
what's been
folder, right? We already got the little folder. That's
exactly
that's the origin story.
But yeah, like we don't even know what's been cut. So it's interesting. It's interesting to know because it could be that they've done this, like you mentioned, to remove a lot of the exposition that may be unnecessary. When you give the role of director and to someone else, like this was. Something like this was bound to happen, but 50 whole minutes.
I know.
That's crazy, man.
That's like crazy. That's a show. That's a TV episode right there.
Yeah, that's a Quit Stalling podcast right there. Yeah, so I'm interested to find out what happens with this, and if Joss Whedon turns out a good movie, because from what we've heard, it might be quite a different movie compared to what Zack Snyder had in mind. For better or worse.
Oh, when is this coming out again? November, right? This November?
This is in a couple of weeks, man.
I'm wondering. I'm worried now, because
this close to release, they cut out 50
stuff out. I don't want it to feel like the Suicide Squad, where it really just felt like a bunch of clips that they just put together. I'm scared it might be like that now.
Yeah, they did do that with Suicide
Squad. It might not
Squad.
Flow properly since you cut that much stuff out.
Yeah, we didn't even really get any clips for Katana in that movie. We just got like a little reflection on the sword, and that was it. Oh man, we're not gonna touch any nerves today, guys, because we got one last piece of news before we get to topping the tables. We got Dark Tower's TV show. Okay, Dark Tower. Everyone knows what happened with the Dark Tower movie, or some people might not know. Actually, that's weird. That's dumb of me to assume. So the Dark Tower movie, starring Idris Elba the world's most handsome man, Idris Elba, and all right himself, Matthew McConaughey, bombed. All right, the Dark Tower movie bombed because they changed so much from the books, and the TV show is not jiving with that. Stephen King came out in the news saying that the show will no longer follow the original plan to be a prequel to the movies. That was the original plan, the movies will follow the books timeline, and the TV show will become a prequel, following the gunslinger played by Idris Elba. And, they were going to explain his origins and all that. That is no longer the case, according to writer of the books himself, Stephen King. And, again, man, we're getting a lot of geeky developments in terms of movies bombing and having to be changed,
A reboot already?
A reboot, like 2 months after the movie comes out. That's unprecedented. That's what I was thinking, right? Like, this close to the release, like, this close after the release, I mean, like, that's crazy.
Man, they're hurrying with their universe then,
Yeah, they really are. Like, it's weird. It's odd for me that they've done this.
I'm okay with it. I'm glad.
Are you okay with it?
I really want a Dark Tower universe, yeah.
A good one.
Yeah,
a good one that isn't focused on the kid.
I still haven't watched the Dark Tower, actually.
Oh, really?
I really should, yeah. Have you?
I
didn't, because when it came out, I didn't have the time to watch. Like, I was picking the movies I wanted to watch, and it just wasn't. It didn't make the cut because of the reviews.
Yeah, and you had that Christopher Nolan movie coming out around the same time about was that World War II?
Oh yeah. I watched that.
We talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Maybe I should have just watched Dark Tower.
Was it not good? I mean,
I remember I told you it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. I mean, it had Tom Hardy, man. It had Tom Hardy. Your punishment will be more severe. All right. So Dark Tower, and supposedly the movies are going to be scrapped altogether. So we might not get any more movies, and they might just focus on the TV show and recast everyone, rewrite the story, and maybe we'll get the universe, the Dark Tower universe that we deserve.
I'm sure Stephen King is fine. He's not sad at all because he must be flowing in the dough. Because recently, he's like, there's so many movies coming out by Stephen King and so many shows too. So he's fine. The Dark Tower is like one bad thing out of who knows. It just sucks that it's supposed to be his main book. It's supposed to be his best book. I like to say.
Yes, and surprisingly, it has, from what some people have told me, because I haven't read the books, it has the right amount of, not horror, because it's not really much of horror. It's the right amount of fear factor and
it's supposed
action
to be more
and
fantasy, I believe.
Yes, exactly. So no surprise that that's his best book, because it might be the most relatable and the most appealing to a wide variety of audiences.
Man, I really want to watch it now, just so I can just see what's up.
Dude, we could do like a video commentary as we're watching it. We could set that up if you have time.
Yep. So Sandy in the chat is dropping more codes, and he's asking if anyone has if anyone has redeemed them. Tell us what you got, man.
Yeah, guys, if you redeemed any of the codes, tell us what you got, or else Juancho's gonna have to redeem those codes himself. We can't let him go to waste, Juancho. Whoop.
Nope. With that, I think we should go to table talk now, right?
All right. Hold on.
By the way, isn't that what we agreed the segment to be called? Table talk.
Yeah. Hold on. I got a little. Oh no! Where's the sound effect? Oh, you know what? I don't have the sound effect. I'll just play a Hearthstone soundbite.
Holy spoiler alert!
No, that's not the one.
That's not it.
Well met.
There we go. Well met, and
welcome to the end, friend.
There we go. All right,
That's cool
guys.
you have that ready. And
I know, right?
it kind of fits just because I've been playing Hearthstone lately.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, we got some table talk, guys. As we have Sandy throwing out the codes left and right, just making it rain codes all over us.
I
we
want
got
to show one too because he actually gave me a few before the show started, and I don't know I don't know how to give it. Do I just go like this? No, you can't see it, huh? There.
I can now.
That's one code for you. You can also just use the QR code if you can.
I'm gonna grab that code real quick.
That's exactly how you screenshot, and this is how you screen share. For the future. There you go. That's the first code, thanks to Sandy.
Jojo Malasig, man, in the chat says you got a Zekrom Hollow.
Oh, nice one.
Hello at you, Jojo. Congratulations, man. If you guys are getting these codes.
So with that, we're going to talk about Pokemon stuff. But before that, thanks again to Sandy. Sandy is he's like the official Pokemon professor for the Philippines. So if ever you want to get started playing, I'll direct you to him. And he helped me. He helped me He helped me get into Pokemon, and thanks to him, I was able to travel to Boston, compete in Worlds, and all that.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
He helped me win the national championship. I'm still the last national champion for the Philippines because they haven't had a tournament in forever, so I'm still reigning.
You're the reigning champion of the Philippines. That's
so far.
That's awesome, dude. Real quick, Sandy, if you do not mind, would it be okay if you PM'd me the next code, just so the people on Twitch and YouTube have an equal chance of winning? Since we're I feel kind of bad that they don't get the code at the same time. Like, you just throw me like one or two over on the PM.
4, so I still have 3 more.
Oh, could you throw me? Oh no, that'd be a fair way to do it for them. Yeah, that'd be a good. No, yeah, that's a good way. Never mind.
Okay, so
we got some table talk.
Yeah. So with Pokemon, a new set came out. It's called Crimson Invasion. Do you have any of the pictures I sent you?
I got all the pics. All the pics, Juancho. I got all the pics.
So, Crimson Invasion is the 4th expansion in the Sun and Moon line. So it's kind of in the middle. We're kind of in the middle of the season. Oh, in the expansion, but it's kind of the season's just starting, so it's a good time to get on, I believe. The World Championships was a couple of months ago, so it should be fine. It's the first appearance of all the Ultra Beasts in TCG. If you don't know what the Ultra Beasts are, they're like these crazy powerful Pokemon in the video game. So it's pretty hype. And I like the Ultra Beasts are Pokemon that look crazy. Like if you notice, let's show one right now. Like this is probably the most hype card in the set. It's called Buzzwole GX. It's a muscular mosquito, man. What is that? That's not a Pokemon. That's a Digimon or something. It's a really, really buff mosquito, and it has to be one of I like it because it's Pokemon changing up the design, you know.
That's one of Voltus 5's main villains.
It's
this upcoming
terrifying.
reboot.
And I love Buzzwole. In the video game, he's okay, but like some people have used him in the World Championships when I was watching. So he's it's like a niche pick in the video game. But in the trading card game, I think he's gonna be one hype card. He does. If you don't know how to play, message me. I'll teach you, or I'll direct you to Sandy. Because right now I'm gonna talk a little technical because I'm just gonna explain what it does.
Before you do, Juancho, where can they reach you, man?
Oh, I have a Twitter, which is @SaldanaWancho, or you can just message Quit Stalling, message Herald, and he'll get to me.
Yeah, I will get to you.
Yeah, yep. So Buzzwole GX is probably the best attacker that's coming out of the set, just because it does 30 damage and 30 to the bench. If you don't know, why is this good? It's good because right now in the current format, I'm still updated with the game, even though I only play online because I haven't been able to go to the tournaments because I'm here in Pampanga. But I've been playing a lot online. Yeah. And right now, like little baby Pokemon, that's what's popular right now in the meta. Like you have like little baby Ralts and little baby Vulpix, and they have to evolve them to attack, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
This guy, you have this giant buff mosquito that's just gonna punch him in the face and just kill him before they get to evolve. Right? So it's 30 damage to the active, 30 damage to the bench. You're gonna beat up all those baby Pokemon. They're just running amok right now. So
man.
This is
Punch him in the face, Juancho. Punch him in the face.
And you should really, really try to get this card. It's in the past format. This is kind of like an old card called Landorus. And Landorus was a huge card. It was like one of the best cards back in the day.
I remember I can get a screenshot of Landorus.
I remember it cost like 1,000 pesos just to get one card. Like that one card. Yeah, that's how strong that was. And this is a sort of a reprint. So is this the one where he looks like a genie? Yeah, he's a genie. He's a genie. But in the card, I think he's in his.
Is it this one?
It's not that one. It's called Landorus EX.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me try and find it while you're talking.
Sure. But yeah, so it has a great first attack, 30 damage, and as a fighting type Pokemon, it's really easy to buff. There's so much support for fighting types and just early damage with Pokemon. Yeah, that card. That's one of the best cards back in the day, and because of that card, actually, no one was playing baby Pokemon, so it was a baby killer. No, we're not going there, man. No. Anyway, so that's probably the card you have to look out for. Another card I'm hyped for is called Kartana GX.
Ooh, I got a screenshot of Kartana right here.
Yeah,
Kartana!
Yeah. It's like a... Oh, Sandy says, don't play TCG online with me because I cheat. Because he's never beaten me. I'm like 9-0.
Sandy, I know what you mean, man. He always cheats.
Anyway, so Kartana GX, I think this is a great card just because we need more abilities in the game, and it has a great ability where you just put it down and you take out an energy, special energy from the opponent, which is in itself is good. And the fact that it's steel type is amazing because we have a lot of steel support right now in the format. Sorry, I'm really being technical. So for anyone who doesn't play Pokemon online or Pokemon, so
this is for our Pokemon fans out there.
If an opponent doesn't have any energy, he can't attack. And then what happens with his attack too? It's pretty cool. If he attacks, he runs away into the deck.
Oh wow!
So you get to use his ability again. So you just keep spamming him, and if he's always hiding in the deck and you can't knock him out, you can't win. That's the strategy.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are my two favorite cards from the set.
Before we get into more cards, I want to drop another code. Race! It's a race! Hurry up, guys!
Hurry up, guys! Forget to tell us what you get.
Yeah, don't forget to tell us what you get when you put in this code.
Some of them are promo cards though, so I want to know what promo card Sandy gave out.
Oh yeah, that's true. So if you guys are listening to the audio only, the podcast after the fact, sorry that we had to get this out live. Yeah, give it a shot. Check out the video on YouTube if you're listening to the podcast. Hopefully, we'll have more to give away in the future. Yes. Let us know. Let us know if you're listening to the podcast.
If you like this whole Pokemon segment, tell us. That'd be great.
Yeah, email us, quitstallingShow@gmail.com. Moving on, Juancho, what else do we got?
All right, so the next card is just, honestly, like, does this look like a Pokemon to you? It's weird. It's like a giant fat pumpkin thing. And you know what? That's a dragon, by the way.
It looks like it came out of Danny Phantom, that TV show.
Do you know what it's called?
I mean, I'm looking at it, but I can't really read this right now.
Yeah, it's in Japanese, but his name is Guzzlord. No joke. His name is Guzzlord GX.
A lot of potential for innuendo there, but Guzzlord.
So this Pokemon, it's not good at all. It's not. But
oh really? It's not.
It's not
good?
Not at all. It's probably the high. It's like it's a basic Pokemon with 210 HP. It's like that's just a monster of a Pokemon if you're playing right now, because like basic Pokemon normally, if they're not a GX, they have like 60 HP, and this guy has 210.
What?
But if you're new to the game, I strongly suggest you check out some events. These events are called pre-releases. You know what a pre-release is, right? Like from Magic, it's when a pre-release is when you go to the event and then you pay the entrance and they give you like 8 packs, I believe 6 or 8 packs. I'm not entirely sure. Sandy will correct me. 6 or 8 packs. You open them and you make a deck using only the packs you get.
Oh, okay.
And then you all fight. So, it's like making a
That's
deck on the spot.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a really fun format for people who don't have the cards yet to play, right?
That's like in Hearthstone. What mode is that ranked in Hearthstone? There's a mode like that.
Arena.
Arena. Yes,
Arena,
that's
yeah,
Arena
yeah,
in
yeah.
Hearthstone.
So you just 6 packs. So Sandy says 6 packs. You open them, and then you make a deck using this. But this is what you use if you want to win the pre-release.
Oh.
So that's why I have to. He gets a little shout out, even though he sucks bad because he needs like 5 energy just to attack. That's bad.
Look
like,
at that.
Remember, I told you, Buzzwole, like the first guy, the buff mosquito. He's good because he needs 1 energy to do some damage. Like, he just attack right away. This guy needs 5 before he does anything.
Oh,
but his first attack is you discard 5 cards from the top of your deck, and whatever you discard, you attach it to him. Right?
Dude, I kind of think they missed out a little bit on the naming convention for Buzzwole. Like, they could have they could have gone with, like, Buffskeeto. You know? Like, Buffskeeto.
You can nickname your Pokemon.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. Yeah. So okay. So dude, this dude is
so
kind of like an insulin, is what you're saying.
Your release deck is you get this card and this is the only Pokemon in your deck and just fill it with 39 energies, and you're gonna win. You're gonna win for sure. That's the deck that's gonna win. You heard it here.
That's crazy.
That's all you have to do. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say with Kartana too. There's this whole mechanic. It's called the GX attack. You use the attack, you get to use 1 per game. I really like Kartanas. Like, out of all the GXs, Kartanas is the best just because you just take a prize. And if you don't know what that means, again, I'll explain it to you maybe in the after show or just message me. You take a prize, and that's huge because some people will force you to take a 7 prize game. This fixes that. I'm sorry if you really don't understand it, but for the Pokemon watchers, that's the whole point of his GX attack.
Watchers pretty much saying, "Sorry, noobs."
I'm sorry. I really didn't want to be technical with this, but I really wanted to talk about Pokemon. I am a huge Pokemon nerd.
Oh yeah, dude.
The last Pokemon that I want to talk about is his name's Silvally.
Oh, okay. We're not going. Okay, Silvally.
Silvally is just. I just want to talk about him because he looks sick, and he's like my favorite Pokemon off the newer generation.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you get him, just be happy. It's not the worst card in the world, but it's not the best. He's like he's just good. He's not game breaking. He has an ability that lets you free retreat a basic, which is pretty good. He has an attack where it costs 3 energy, but it's colorless. It's all right. He attacks for 120, and then you can attach to the bench. That's always been good. And he has a GX attack, which is all right. It's just damage. So, like, literally, this is
but
the
he
most...
looks badass.
Yeah, he looks cool, but he's the most all right card in the set.
Oh, okay.
He's just good. He's the one I'm looking for, actually, when I buy packs.
Okay.
Just because he looks really cool. And I'm sure he'll work. He has like attachments too, where you can change his type, which is pretty cool. So you can turn into a psychic type, stuff like that. And then the last card is like probably the best trainer in the set would be this girl, Lusamine. So this is Lusamine. I think it's the best trainer in the set. It's a supporter card, which lets you just get more supporter cards from your discard pile, or it's 2 supporters or stadium. So it's a combination of supporter stadium. It's just good for consistency right now, and it's something we don't have in the format. So it's just good. That's
awesome.
It's just the best one. And yeah, with that, those are the cards I think you should look out for in the set. The set comes out November 3rd, which is pretty cool. But right now you can play on like pre-releases, like I said. That's why it's called pre-release. You get to play with the cards before they're actually released. There's one on November 28th, I believe. So it's this weekend. If you're not going to the convention thingy we're giving away tickets for tomorrow, definitely check out the pre-release. If you're curious at all, if you want to play the game, if you want to play the game, join a pre-release. It's hella fun. You don't need anything but money. Join.
You don't need anything but money. Come on, man. Come on.
You could go. I'm sure Sandy will help you out. He'll lend you decks to play. But if you want to join the actual pre-release, because you have to buy the packs to open, you know. It's just really fun.
Okay, awesome. All right. So in other, so what are we gonna talk about now? You want to do? So I'm gonna give you a choice, Juancho. We're either gonna go episode recap or talk about Zombicide.
Let me go Zombicide just because it's my last chance to talk about a horror board game because it's Halloween.
That's true. That's so true. All right, go for it, man.
All right, and also I posted on my board game group that I was gonna talk about a board game. So
gotta make
a promise. So you know how in Table Talk we've been talking about some horror board games to play during October?
Yeah.
This game, last week we talked about City of Horror, and it's a zombie game where you're just gonna hate everyone. You're gonna hate everyone you play with. Don't play it with salty people. I assure you, you're not gonna have fun. But in that game, it's you against everyone else in a zombie apocalypse.
Hold up, Juancho. Did Sandy in the chat just call you Snorlax?
Yes. I have a huge Snorlax thing too. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. The very first gift I gave my kid, like his very first stuffed toy, was a huge Snorlax doll.
And then was he like, Daddy?
Okay. Anyway, so back to Zombicide and City of Horror. So City of Horror, the board game I talked about last week, it's you against everyone. You're literally gonna hate the people you're gonna be playing with because it's backstabbing. It's just it's every man from himself kind of game. So after you play that game and you hate everyone, I suggest you play this game called Zombicide, and it's a 1 to 6 player co-op game. And in this one, you're just gonna be working together, so that's good. You know, build the friendship again after you've destroyed it.
Well, all things can be repaired in time.
but yeah, so this game is just really, really fun because of the pieces. Like the quality of this game is insane. Like it comes with hell of a ton of little figures, like little zombie figures and little people figures, and the board is crazy huge. Like because the way you build the board is you're gonna have like a bunch of board pieces, and then you have the scenario book. And the scenario book, it's gonna tell you how you're gonna build it. You're gonna really have to build it. And in the scenario, that's where you get your objective and how you win, how you lose, all that. So the game is you and a bunch of friends are going to complete scenarios. You're gonna do like quests in a zombie apocalypse, and you're gonna have characters that level up, like they really do level up. You're gonna have characters like Doug, the office guy, Amy the goth, Ned, the crazy hobo, and the good thing here is like some of the characters, they're actually puns on, like spoofs of real life people. Like Ned, the crazy hobo, is actually Alan Moore.
Oh, what?
Josh the Thug.
For those of you who don't know, Alan Moore, writer of Watchmen, right?
Yes. So, and Josh the Thug is supposed to be Jesse Pinkman. Phil the cop is supposed to be Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, stuff like that. And there's like this game, just like the pieces are phenomenal. It was backed. It's kind of an old game, but it started in Kickstarter and it was backed like crazy. Like hell of a lot of the Kickstarter goals got approved. I think it was over $1 million. I'm not sure.
Oh wow!
I remember hearing like it's one of the best funded board games. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat. I'm just going by memory because this is a pretty old, kind of old game, 5 years I think. But yeah, I played this.
Wow, is 5 years considered old already?
In the board game world, maybe, because board games. Because this is the first Zombicide, and there's been a lot of expansions, and the ones I've owned are this one expansion called Black Plague, and it's
look at how on the ball I am with that.
Oh my god! It's called Black Plague, so it's like you're fighting in the zombie apocalypse, but with wizards and swords and stuff. That's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome,
That's
dude.
hella fun. It's
I think
crazy fun.
I'd want to play Black Plague more. I think I'd want to play
have it.
Black Plague.
I have it. Yeah. Black Plague is my favorite one. But if you're just going for the whole zombie apocalypse, the normal zombie apocalypse, and you want to shoot a gun, you go with Zombicide. If you want to fight in a ball, you get, it's called Toxic Ball. I forgot the expansion name for that. But so basically in the game you just explore the map, you search for weapons, make sure you don't get killed by zombies, and complete the objective. It's that simple. You do it with your friends, and I just want to say the game is really immersive just because of the figures. Like, you know how like it's gonna be you and your friends. They're gonna be like four or five figures on the board, like your people, right? You're gonna put them on the board, and then like all the zombie figures are gonna surround you, and you're literally gonna be you're gonna try your best. You're gonna be using your shotgun. You're gonna chainsaw all of the zombies. Are like, I'm gonna clear the way over here, and then here I found a Molotov. Like, it's really working together. It's complete opposite of City of the Horror, where you're trying to kill everyone else. Here you're mowing down zombies. It feels like Resident Evil. You're working
together.
Yeah, it feels like Resident Evil, where you're just killing, and you're leveling up, and then there's sometimes like different zombies will come out, like the runner, or the fatty, or like this huge guy called the Abomination. And you're literally running for your lives and killing zombies and doing your objective. It's great fun. It's not a scary game at all, but it's zombie themed. That's why I'm bringing it up on Halloween. It's a good.
Could you paint these however you want to?
Yeah. I wanted to learn how to paint just because of this game, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was supposed to start, but I'm not very good at follow through.
I love how your voice kind of tightened up. Not very good. Through.
I really was. I even asked my friend, like, can you teach me how to paint? And I bought some paint, actually, and never did it. Yeah. It seems fun.
I'm kind of happy you put that podcasting mic to work now. Like,
Oh, dude, I bought this podcasting mic, and it's been on the shelf for like a couple of months before I actually got to use it.
See, like, wow, you're right. Like,
no, it's just starting stuff that's hard, but when I get into it, I'm really into it. That's why I'm still your co-host up to now.
Also, because you have a good time.
Yes. Anyway, so that's all I have to say about Zombicide. Great game. It's pretty pricey, but you could go to any, like, it's a popular game. So if you go to any board game cafe, I'm pretty sure they'll have it. The first time I played it too was in Halloween, and I had a lot of fun. Yeah. The first time I ever played the game was Halloween. There were no board game cafes yet. There was only one in Thomas Morato. It was the first Ludo, and I came from Path. I literally had to get it. It took me 2 hours to get to the board game cafe. But then I got there. I met with my Ateneo friend, Adrian.
Yeah.
And then we just had so much fun, just killing zombies, working together. It was great.
Man. That's awesome. All right. And on that note, guys, we got to end the show. Well, let me throw this up real quick. Before we do, surprise code, everyone. Surprise code. All right.
Wait, I have one too. I'm sorry.
Are you going to get 2 codes at a time?
I just got too immersed in my talking about board games, talking about Pokemon. I forgot to give away stuff, so...
There we go. Juancho's gonna give one away as well.
I'm sorry, here? Can you see it? Can you see that? There we go.
Yeah, there it is. That's a good, clean shot.
Alright. So, hopefully you get something good. Don't forget to tell Sandy thank you.
Yeah.
More, I'll just share it on the chat later on.
Yeah. Well, from us, Sandy, thank you so much for tuning in, and 2 for giving away all those wonderful codes. And before we wrap up the show, since we're talking about giving away things, these tickets. So we're going to be giving away 2 sets of 3-day passes, 2 sets of 2 3-day passes to this weekend's Esports and Gaming Summit. Let me play a little happier music over here. All right. So we're going to be giving away 2 sets of 2 tickets for each day. All right, so if that's really not clear, when you win the contest that we're doing tomorrow for GameBite and one as well for Herald Plays, my Twitch stream where I play video games and people watch me play video games, we're going to give you and a friend a ticket. And it's going to be for all 3 days. All right, we're going to give you guys tickets for all 3 days. And so that's going to be on GameBite tomorrow. You're going to have to tune in to GameBite. And we will be giving them away on the show. We're going to ask you guys probably like to type something up. And we'll have like a chat bot pick out who wins them. So we're going to give away 2 over on GameBite and 2 over at Herald Plays. All right, so tune in tomorrow, GameBite 9:30 p.m. Philippine time, Philippine Standard Time. That'd be 6:30 a.m. California time. So if you're flying over from California and you want to get these tickets, you gotta tune in there. Oh my God, they're falling. And that's about it. That's a Geekcast, Juancho. That's. Oh my gosh, tickets are falling. Tickets are falling. Juancho, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling podcast?
You could chat me up at my Twitter, which is at Saldana Juancho. It's down there. If you want to learn more about Pokemon, definitely chat me up. I'll direct you to a professor. If you want to know more about board games, I have a little group. You just have to search TAFT, T-A-F-T, Trooper on Facebook, and it'll direct you to it. It's like a green. It's gonna be a green Stormtrooper logo, kinda. So just check that out if you want to learn more about board games. They have weekly board game nights still, I believe. So yeah.
Oh,
so
who's running that now that you're not doing it?
I call him the professor. His name's Ian. He's a professor in LaSalle. I literally met him because he used to go to my board game nights.
Wow.
I met him at the board game nights, and we became friends. And he wanted to take over the group, and that's what he's been doing.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's pretty awesome. See, communities are brought together by games, tabletop and video.
And he's a professor too. So if you're a student in LaSalle and you're playing board games with him, and he can't fail you then. Yeah.
Or else it's awkward.
I know.
He can't come back to the board game night.
Sandy privately messaged me. He's apologizing for calling me Snorlax. I can see in your face that I hate it. I don't hate it, man. It's fine.
Yes. It's only gonna stick. So Snorlax, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, this afternoon, and being on every show with me. If you guys want to find out more about me, my name is Herald. You can find me at Herald Plays on Instagram, on Twitter, bit.ly/Herald Plays for my YouTube channel. That's bit.ly/Herald Plays, HERALD Plays with a capital H and a capital P. Also, I live stream both on my YouTube and on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Herald Plays. All right. Once again, that's HERALD. Plays is not my last name. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to find, I know it would have been a cool last name, right? And I could have fit anything in front of that, like John Plays, Larry Plays, Sandy Plays, right? So if you want to find out more about Quit Stalling and the Quit Stalling Podcast Network, head on over to www.quitstalling.us or quitstalling.us. We're on Facebook and Twitter at Quit Stalling Us, which is probably where you're watching us if you're not watching us on Twitch or YouTube. We're on Instagram at Quit Stalling. Ignore the SoundCloud logo because we are no longer on SoundCloud. We're no longer updating our SoundCloud because it is a pain, and they don't want to take my money, so I'm not going to force it down the throats. bit.ly/Quit Stalling with a capital Q and a capital S takes you to all our videos on demand. And if you're on Twitch, of course, check out twitch.tv/Quit Stalling if you're not already on there. Our videos, our VODs on demand are already there. You can watch them, check them out. Enjoy those shows. Menopause Milk over on the Twitch chat said you two should do it. Thank you, Menopause Milk. We will take that into consideration. Of course, you can find our audio-only podcasts over on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all those lovely podcast aggregators. And if we're not on your favorite podcast aggregator, let us know and we will find a way to get ourselves in there. All right, that was for you, Menopause Milk. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Well, actually, I have to talk to you about our schedule next week, Juancho, because the 31st is Halloween. Tuesday next week is Halloween, so we got to work something out.
All right. Yeah.
Pay attention to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, and our Twitch channel feed. We should have updates there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week, same bat time. Well, not same bat time. We'll see you next week. Bye, 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 everybody. Bye.